Hey folks, rinimt here, and welcome to Elohim Eternal Exodus. If you remember, I previously did Elohim Eternal, the Babel Code. If you don't remember, go watch it. Anyways, this just recently came out on Steam. It is free, so let's dive in. This is, I guess, meant as like a step into part 2 of Elohim Eternal, like 1.5, but anyway. Let's go. The Lord said, I have indeed seen the misery of my people in Egypt. I have heard them crying out because of their slave drivers, and I am concerned about their suffering. So I have come down to rescue them from the hands of the Egyptians and to bring them up out of that land into a good and spacious land, a land flowing with milk and honey. Exodus 3:7-8. On his knees, Moshe closed his eyes and clasped his hands together, praying to his gods, the demiurge. Adon and Edis, you who sit upon the throne of the kingdom of heaven, watch your children of Noma bless my sword to slay Anubis. Behind him, the Simru slave snorted. Your gods can't help you. Moshe opened his eyes and looked at the slave. The slave didn't have a name, just a number. He was a 666th slave of the pharaoh Ramses, his number tattooed on his chest with black ink. On this mission, he was nothing more than a pack mule, carrying supplies and weapons. Without warning, one of the Mizra guards that accompanied Moshe on this mission shoved the slave so hard the slave fell to his knees, the supplies spilling out everywhere. Keep your mouth shut, slave. The soldier raised his whip and was about to strike when Moshe stood in front of him. The soldier glared at Moshe, but would not dare strike. Even though Moshe was born as a Simru, same as the slave, he was raised a Misru in Pharaoh's own palace, but a sister of the Pharaoh of that time. She had been barren, but the demiurge, Adon and Edis, had blessed her with child when she found Moshe in a wicker basket floating down a river stream. Let me help you. I wouldn't want to dirty a prince's hands. I am like you, a Simru. No, you aren't, princeling. You are nothing but a tool of the demiurge. Was that true? Was the demiurge using the Misru's tools to defeat the Archons as the Misru used the Simru to build their cities, tend their fields, and serve the Misru's every whim? Where did that leave Moshe? He was a Misru only in status, and the Simru denied his blood. Where did he belong? Leave him, my prince. The blood in his veins courses in so far as he serves us. We are near the peak. Perhaps Anubis awaits for us there. I can read. Easily. Well, yeah, I can speak too. Go. Go? You go first so that Anubis sees you and strikes at you. Then when he is caught off guard, we will attack him. You mean to sacrifice me? Do as you're told. Now go. I'll go. My prince, it's too dangerous. I have slain Archons before, and I intend to slay this one too. The guards whispered amongst themselves. You see, he's a Simru. He is Simru through and through. What prince would sacrifice himself for a slave? Even his own guards disliked them. Moshe drew his sword, raised his shield. He was ready to face the Archon, Anubis. Use your keyboard's arrow keys to move Moshe. Hold the shift key to dash. Hold it Z or enter the confirm an action, X or escape to cancel any action or access the main menu. Alternatively, you can use an Xbox controller or another controller of your choosing. Like in other entries to Elohim Eternal, Exodus has gameplay that is more scoped and distilled. On each map, you can move through different areas, unlocking chests, obtaining lore, and talking to NPCs. You also note red statues which block your path. This means you'll need to explore the map more before you can progress. In this mode, you can also access the main menu to look for your equipment, skills, use items, and save your progress. Before you begin, would you like to activate story mode? Story mode is for players who want to enjoy the story without engaging in any combat. Once activated, you cannot turn story mode off. If you don't select story mode now, you'll be given an item to use that can turn story mode on at any time. No, we're leaving that off, thank you. Please enjoy the game. Oh, I'm over there. I'm like, where are we going? Okay, pick up a red crease. What do we got? Alright, that's healing item. It has been a little while since I've looked at any of this, so... Speak with him. I was once married, and she was my everything. I loved her deeply, and she was beautiful. We would have had a child if a Mizru Lord didn't have his eyes on her. He took her from me, just like that. My master then sold her to another lord, and I never saw her again. I don't know if she's alive or dead. When my master died, I became a slave to the royal family. And now look what I've become. Nothing more than the pack mule. Alright. Wenenu. Wenenu is a fighting style that you can equip on a character. Equipping styles allows you to access that style's techniques in battle. There are 6 styles in total. Moshe comes with the physical fighting style and her, and now has access to the defensive style Wenenu. Be sure to equip your new style. Alright, let's go into equipment. Okay, so we can equip 2 styles. 2 accessories. And a weapon. Alright. Let's examine this. Eve is our husband and wife, known collectively as a demiurge. They are gods and sit upon the throne of the kingdom of heaven and rule over all of Kenoma through the Pharaoh and the Mizru Empire. Pharaoh offers them a regular human sacrifice and has done so since the time of darkness. Got 5 talent. I think can do anything with them yet. Alright. Moshe senses an evil presence at the top of the mountain. Our song work? Yeah. Moshe led the way to the top of the mountain, and it was there that he came face to face with the Archon Lord Anubis. Simru, you are unfamiliar to me, human. Are you one of my children? My name is Moshe. I'm a prince of Mizru. And yet you have the blood of a Simru. Ah, I know you now. Yes, I was warned of you. Warned by whom? I see you brought company with you. Is that all you have with you? 2 guards and a slave? Be warned, Archon. I've slain many of your kind. And I have slain many of yours, Prince of Mizru. But why shed blood? I have a proposition for you, my prince. Proposition. Join me, and I will spare the others' lives. Join you? In what? In destroying your gods, of course. The demiurge. They can sit upon the kingdom of heaven. So that I can free your people, all of you, including the Mizru. You jest. What would make you think we even need such salvation from the demiurge? There's much you do not understand, my prince. That is to be expected. Perhaps if your mother had not saved you by placing you in that basket to be found by the Pharaoh's own sister, you would not be here. What do you mean? And how do you know so much about me? He speaks lies, my prince, to confuse you. I speak no lies, human. Prince, do you not remember the time of darkness? You were born then, were you not? Moshe had been a baby, but he had been told of the time of darkness when the light from the kingdom of heaven had suddenly vanished. Normally, the kingdom of heaven provided light for several hours and then dimmed, indicating day and night, but had never vanished. It had been weeks of darkness. No one knew the reason for the time of darkness. It had also been called that because all male Simru babes under the age of 2 were taken from their mothers and never seen from again. Never heard from again? Never seen again? One of those. Days after the abductions, the kingdom of heaven shone once more. A sacrifice? Perhaps. So many babes were lost that day, my prince. A tragedy, one I thought I had forgotten. Enough! With a battle cry, the two guards, weapons drawn, charged towards Anubis. No! Wait! In an instant, the guards were killed. No! Stay away from me! The steamer slave yelped, shoving off the satchels he carried, and ran as fast as he could down the mountain path. Moshe was alone. He drew his weapon and raised his shield. Come, my prince, to battle. Okay, we're just starting off by killing a higher being, I guess. Alright, we got techniques, so slice, pummel. Don't have any... I mean SP, I don't see any SP. Okay, pummels all enemies. 8% chance of inflicting damage over time for 6 turns. Let's try that. Ow. Ow. Let's do a barrier. Oh. Okay. I don't think I actually got break on him, did I? Oh, I'm being slowed. Not nice. Slice. Got the shield. Okay, yeah. Where? I don't know if this is supposed to be an unwinnable. Let's heal. So my slow's off. Shield. Ow. Okay, I have a shield again. Now it says SP. Yeah, okay, I think it's supposed to be TP. Ravage. Ooh, yeah, that was a lot of damage. Slice. Probably be done if I hadn't been trying to do break for 2 turns. It's fine. Slice. No! Stop ripping me. No! Okay, we win. No unwinnable battle here, thank you. Divine Nectar 300 staters. Well done, my prince. I've not seen my blood in centuries. Unfortunately, I cannot let you win this battle. And we said no unwinnable battles here. I would rather it not come to this, but I have those I need to protect. To protect? Was Anubis talking about other archons, or... Moshe got movement and looked past Anubis toward the cave mouth. There he saw... a woman? Not an archon, but a human woman. That made no sense. Anubis raised the claw wet with the blood of Moshe's companions. Moshe steeled himself for the blow that would end his life when a blast of fire struck Anubis from the skies above, staggering him. Moshe looked up and there he saw it. A winged demigod made of limestone, sand, and mortar. And saddled atop the demigod was Moshe's adopted brother, Ramses, Pharaoh of Mizru. Having trouble, brother. Careful, Pharaoh. He's not like the other archons. The girl, who is she? I'd like to know that myself. You are a fool to come here, Pharaoh. You've saved me the trouble of invading Mizru. If I kill you, your kingdom crumbles. If you kill me, that's a big if, Archon. He's right, brother. You should have stayed back at the palace. And leave you to die here? I think not. I knew something was wrong. I could feel it. Feel it. There's common knowledge that the Pharaoh regularly communed with Aiden, the male counterpart of the Demiurge. Perhaps Aiden had warned him of this? Enough prattle! We face the full wrath of the Archon Lord Anubis. The roar of the wild beast, Anubis surged towards Ramses. He slashed the demigod, severing it into several pieces. Anubis had moved like the wind. At one moment, the serpent demigod was whole, and the next, it was pieces of sand and shattered limestone. Never had Moshe encountered an Archon who could do something like that. This was why the Demiurge wanted the Emissary to destroy all Archons. Their power was simply too great to leave alone. But where was Ramses? It came from above. A golden light sparkled in the sky and then came crashing down like a bolt of lightning right atop Anubis. The light burned Anubis, charring the skin. What was that light? A gift from the Demiurge, power granted only to the Pharaoh. Farewell, Archon. Ramses lunged forward, delivering the killing blow. His spear punctured through Anubis' chest, no doubt piercing through the Archon Lord's heart. Anubis threw his head back and gasped. Then Ramses pulled the spear free and Anubis collapsed to the ground. No! He did it, brother. Indeed, though my demigod will not recover. It matters not. Can always have the Simru build me another. The woman wept, shaking Anubis as if he were asleep. Then Anubis would never wake again. Why? Why kill him? He was an Archon, girl. All Archons deserve death. It is the will of the Demiurge. You're a Simru, aren't you? An escaped slave? It was a crime for a Simru slave to escape. The punishment was death. Are there more of you? She glanced over at the cave mouth for only a moment, but it was enough. Ah, so there are more of you. Ramses strode to the cave, but the girl jumped up and stood in front of him, her arms outstretched. Please, leave us. Haven't you taken enough? Her plea moved something in Moshe's heart. Pity? Perhaps something more. By slaying Anubis, they had taken her hope. 2 of my soldiers lie dead. I also have an escaped slave, and my dearest brother's life was at risk. You and whoever else you have stashed in that cave over there owe the Pharaoh of Mizru a great deal. He shoved the girl aside, shoved her hard enough that she fell to the ground. Continued to stride towards the cave, spear at the ready. Please do not make this harder on yourself. But you're a Simru. You're one of us. What is your name? Zipporah. Bird. The name meant bird. But birds were free, the freest creatures that the Demiurge had ever created. Even her name was tragic. I promise you no harm will come to your companions. Don't you understand, Mizru Prince? She looked over to Anubis' corpse. It's already too late. Say progress? Yeah. It's kind of short to say that's good, but keep going. Anubis was dead. Haran knew it. He had felt Anubis' immense power, and then that same power vanished as if it never existed in the first place. Who could possibly be strong enough to murder an Archon Lord? Anubis had protected him and the others for years. He had been their benefactor. He had been their leader. He had been a father to them all. In a cave at the peak of the mountain, Haran saw the scared and confused faces of the others. Men, women, children, they were all afraid. Come with me, Hashem. The girl looked no more than 7 years old, yet she had never aged in all the years Haran had known her. Haran had seen many age and die, but this girl remained no matter how much time had passed. She shook her head at Haran. Words never left her mouth. And all the time he'd known her, Haran had never heard the girl speak. It was why everyone called her Hashem, for the word simply meant name. I'm not playing, girl. Anubis is dead. Zipporah is probably dead too. Hashem's eyes widened and she punched Haran on the thigh. Well, it's not my fault. I told her not to go. The others smothered their worries. What do we do? Anubis will protect us, but they found us. The Mizru have found us. We'll have to leave our home. Someone was coming, and Haran knew it was not Anubis. Come, Hashem. Come with me. The girl shook her head vehemently. Damn it, girl. He lifted Hashem in his arms and hid behind the stalagmite. Then he wrapped his black leathery wings around himself, covering Hashem, and uses Archon powers to make himself blend in with the shadows of the cave. Haran gritted his teeth. Perhaps he should have helped Anubis fight, but he wasn't anywhere near as strong as Anubis. Haran was only half Archon, the other half belonging to a Simru slave girl who had escaped her Mizra master. Didn't know who his father was, and his mother died giving birth to him. Anubis had found him lying next to his dead mother and took him in and raised him. It's Pharaoh! Fear not, Simrans, your Archon Lord is dead. Zipporah was with him. She seemed unharmed, at least physically. There was another man with Ramses too. Perhaps this was Moshe. Anubis had warned Haran of Moshe that he was an Archon slayer and had killed many of their kind. Run! Someone called. A handful of Simru made a break for the cave entrance. Ramses sliced through them all with a swing of his spear. You all belong to me now. My soldiers are coming to collect you. Stop this, please! No more bloodshed! On hearing Zipporah's voice, Hashem slipped free from Haran's grasp and dashed towards Zipporah. Damn it! Ramses saw the girl running. He gripped the spear tighter, readying for an attack. But Moshe grabbed Pharaoh's arm, halting him. Not a child, brother. Defiance burned in Moshe's eyes, and Ramses glared back at him. The glare was short-lived, replaced with a grin. Ramses lowered his spear and shrugged with a smug smile. Very well, I shall spare her. Hashem crashed into Zipporah, hugging her fiercely. Zipporah shushed her, stroking the girl's silken hair. Zipporah's eyes searched around, until her eyes met Haran's, who still kept himself hidden. Zipporah nodded at him, her expression serious. Her look communicated something to him, that she wanted him to stay hidden. Perhaps she believed that he alone, with his Archon powers, could save them. But how could he with Anubis dead? No, he mustn't think like that. He would find a way. He must. Save? Yeah. You know what? We'll call it good there. Little teaser of what's to come. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the video, consider tossing a like, comment, subscribe, maybe click that little bell for notifications. Also be sure to check out the description below. Various links, social media, Discord, come hang out, get notifications there as well. And until next time, this is rinimt signing out. Bye!